Then. Go! Get out of here! Get out!
I told you that I would, Father. And I'm going to. Goodbye.
Wait, just... If you find her... If you somehow find her... Tell her something for me. Tell her...
What? Wait, I don't think I owe you any favors here. Now answer me one question and I'll give it some thought. How's that?
I know your question, boy. But ask it anyway.
Persephone, my mother, why did she leave?
Blood and darkness. There is no escape.
Goodbye, Father. Stygius shuddered as I picked it up. I made it. Beyond the frozen overlook, await the first glimpse of the sun to your left, and onward through the cold. Sure hope this works, Nyx.
The surface, windswept, racked by freezing cold, nonetheless instills within the prince a sense of awe and the sublime, for it is unlike anything that he has seen.
It's beautiful. That thing. That's the sun. Is this a cat?
Who's there?
Hello?
Hello indeed. Pray, who might you be wandering all the way out here? You're trespassing on private property, you know. Speak up.
You must be Persephone. My name is Zagreus, and I think I might be your son.
What? How dare! Get out of here! Get out, or I shall make you! Out with you!
No, so then you are her. I don't care if you hate me, but I'm not leaving until I get some answers. I never even knew you existed. Why did you leave me?
You died. You You died. Those burning feet, they sputtered out when you were born. But now you're standing here before me. How?
I died? I died? What, you mean permanently died? But I'm alive. Oh, gods. You never even knew I existed either.
Alive? Zagreus, he even kept your name. You live. How can this be? You live. You live. Oh, the cruel fates. My son.
Mother. In short, I beat him finally, though he did everything he could to prevent our meeting here like this. But there's something he wanted me to tell you in the end. He said to tell you Cerberus is doing very well.
He told you that, did he? That's good. That's good. Though, tell me something, Zagreus. How is it that you found me? To have journeyed all this way, I scarce believe it. But isn't it? It's that you cannot stay here. You can't stay here.
Really, you're kicking me out? Why?
The fates are cruel, Zagreus. You're bound to that place. The same as your father. So they would have us say goodbye. For now. My heart soars knowing you live. Then it breaks that our time together was so brief.
No. I can come back. I can come back. Now that I found you, maybe he'll just let me come back.
You tell him I demand it. And I demand he also tell me how come he, or for that matter Nyx, never sent notice that you lived. Olympus is all rife with schemers. But I was so naive to think that they were different.
I'll tell him. I'll tell him. I feel awful. I have to go.
The Styx shall take you then. Oh, Zagreus. Farewell, my son. Won't you come back to me? When you are able, please, come back. I shall be waiting here. However long it takes.
However long it takes. Can't hold on. Mother, I have to get back there.
He's finally returned. You are late, boy. Have you any idea what time it is?
No. Wait, what? I vanquished you in single combat and finally found Mother, and that's all you have to say to me?
Nonsense. Don't you think I would recall such an event?
You can't be serious. You're going to pretend as though it never happened. She wants answers same as I do. She demands you let me pass. Let me go to her again.
Silence. This discussion is over. I hardly think this is the time or place to indulge your overwrought imagination.
I know where we can continue this discussion then.
Prince.
I found her, sir. My mother, she's alive and well, and... but I just couldn't stay up there for very long. I have to get back to her.
You really made it all the way? You must have gotten past your father. That's amazing, lad. But wait, what was she like? What happened to you there?
She was great. Nothing like father, more like you a little bit, I guess. Though, being on the surface, it just seemed to suck the life right out of me. Even without the wretches of the underworld trying to do me in.
But then you had a little time at least. Sounds like you have unfinished business with her there. You got to her this once. Surely you're able to again, isn't that right?
It is. I have to speak with her. This one, contractor. Not to make the underworld a better place, I think.
Would that your birthright gave you better sense.
Approved. A nice floral arrangement ought to lighten up the mood a little bit.
You are too kind.
You would associate my house with flowers, boy.
Well, I don't see why not. I'm sure nobody's going to mind some lovely flowers there.
It is appreciated, child.
That is no place for flowers. Clean that up.
Contractor, work approved. For Cerberus, only the greatest bed will do.
Don't you disturb the dog, you hear me, boy?
Here's the fee. Let us hereby have better seating, on which I shall never rest, you mark my words. Contractor, I have another job. House contractor, I have a new job for you.
Child?
Hey, Orpheus. You know about the time I vanquished 7 legions of bloodless warriors with both hands tied behind my back while hopping on one foot? Lord Poseidon dared me to do it, you know.
Why, that is a spectacularly vivid tale, Zagreus, and most deserving to be chronicled in song. Would that there were a poet here still willing to commit such deeds to verse.
Would that there were, mate.
Your father fell to you as once his father fell to him, although you were substantially more merciful. I know it is a bitter victory at best. Though, tell me, what transpired subsequently that you have returned? Did you locate your birth mother?
I did. She was there. She was where you said she'd be. And more than I imagined, but I had so little time with her. I can't survive up there for very long. Why didn't you tell me I'd just die no matter what?
Oh, my child. I say this seldomly, but I did not know. Or I did not wish to believe that the service would have such an effect on you. But it seems you share your father's fate, after all.
My father's fate. But he is smugly waiting for me every single time I make it there and seems quite healthy by then, all in all. Though, maybe the farther we get from this realm, the worse we get. Because he cast his lot, inheriting the underworld.
So I now presume you are bound to this realm by powers greater even than mine. Tell me something. If you knew that you could only see Persephone for but a moment's time, would you still make the journey to her there?
Yes. Yes, I would. I had so many questions left for her.
Then go and ask them, child. Steady your resolve and find her there again. And use well what brief time you have with one another whilst you can. As mortals do.
As mortals do. Have to tell you, Dusa, your job seems really stressful here. It's a big house. You have to tend to the entire thing.
Oh, well, most of it isn't so bad at all. But ever since Cerberus tore up the lounge, I guess it's been a little hectic getting everything back to normal like before.
I'm not sure it was ever normal around here, but I'm sorry I created work for you. Cerberus tore the place apart because of me. Though maybe I can help you.
Don't say that, Prince. Cerberus knows better, and besides, you have your job to do, don't you? And I have mine. And I will do my very best at it. Just wait and see.
And she's off. Megara, the featured servant of the house. That's one prophecy out of the way. Not even tired, thanks. That many tries so far?
Look what they did to your pink window, pal.
So what exactly happened with the formerly pink window over there? Now it's got these sinister orange flames and an enormous pact of punishment hanging ominously over the exit. Father stopped by?
Pal, I don't know a thing about it, honest. I was just minding my own business when all of a sudden, wham! I get hit right in the back. I fall to pieces, no idea what's going on. When I finally come to, the window job was done.
As likely an explanation as any, I guess.
That one, huh?
What infernal forge created you? Grant me the aspect of Chiron. Done. That's a new one. Looks like Father's changed the terms of our relationship. This ought to be interesting. Hello there, Dionysus.
But you took care of Theseus down in Elysium of late there, Zach. Nice work. Never liked that one, between us. There's this nice lass helped him out one time, and he just dumped her rotten. I don't like that, man.
Cheers to that. Not yet. Phew.
father's wayward son appears. I too once lost a child, Zagreus. I was quite foolish with her from the start. Her father was a base-born farm boy, worshipped me. He's gone as well, of course. Only the cold remains.
So why not you?
She isn't my birth mother, no, but she is like a mother to me. Do you know her?
Oh, I know the goddess Nyx quite well, of course. Though it has been a while since we last communicated, and I fear that I was not the charitable sort back then. It is my hope that Nyx is faring well.
Except this spear. Check the old well. Souls trapped in a crystal thing. The winter's chill. Lifted. Hey, sir.
Prince, you've been...
I made it out of here.
Well,
You're right.
Going to try... I got you covered, Prince.
Thanks.
You can do it.
Thanatos.
I have arrived. You're back. Stand down.
Olympus. Sharpen my senses.
Hang on to this for me. Why bother with such empty gestures, Zag?
It's not an empty gesture, then. Besides, if I wasn't trying to stay focused, I'd be drinking it myself.
Listen to me. I don't know how else to put this, but I want you to come home, voluntarily. It's not just you swept up in all this nonsense now, and I know you didn't ask.
Fan, home is never going to be the same for me. There's no use trying to pretend. I have to go.
You don't have to do anything of the sort. You have no idea how good you've had it here. Maybe someday you'll come to understand.
Where now?
We have a pest problem.
Keep it up.
You waste my time.
Thank you, Father. Excellent. Charon's shop. Should come in useful. Good enough to eat. I bet Tissiphane's up. Guess I was wrong.
Trash God. Let's get to work, Red Blood. What do you say? Me? I say you've kept this girl waiting long enough.
Well, I say I don't appreciate you calling me Red Blood. You're making me rather self-conscious about it, you know?
You're funny. But you'll break. They always do.
Get out. Barafa shuddered just now. to Asphodel. My keepsakes. Okay. Up we go then. There. The Asphodel Meadows. Let's go meet Master Chaos. In the name of Hades. I can handle this. Come on. More coming then. All set. Get me out of here. Delicious.
So, little Hades, doubtless you have seen that we upon Olympus also lend our favor to the mighty Theseus, who bars your passage from Elysium. Now, don't you take it personally there, because our blessings go to all who deserve them. Although we try to save the best for you.
Chilly up here lately, cuz. We've Demeter to thank for that. Me, I try to stay out of her way. She doesn't think I'm of much help to her. Although, I'm sure she's warm to you, at least.
Much better. For that. The sea god's might. You touch me and I shall have your head. All the heads. Oh, for me. Olympus, I accept this message. Gods. Palm down.
Yes!
I give my blessing.
Give me Demeter. Let's give her a show then.
Zagreus, that on my whim I can take every...
Perks you right up. More splitters. Grant me strength. Palm power. Fish. I caught a carp. Guess I get a break. Power. Power of Olympus. Care for a rematch?
And where do you think you're going, fiend? Thought you might scoot right past Asterius and myself without a...
No, on quite the contrary. I've been under no impression that avoiding...
You hell's spawn shall not traverse that gate behind me whilst my compatriot and I equivalently live and breathe. So, you think you have the wherewithal to achieve victory?
To our audience. Achieved what really witness the power of the gods!
Be seeing all of you next time, all right? Should be useful. That was Elysium. And check. The edge of Father's realm. Random enchantments. Enjoy it, Charon, mate.
Not far from here, the dead begin their journey to their final resting place, down in the depths below. And so the river boatman, Charon, often passes through.
Generous selection of his wares. Vast riches. Why not? Maybe it's in here. Let's see here. I'll take this one. What do I get? Found it already. Cerberus just loves whatever this stuff is. One Satysack. Just what I need.
Hey, what's...
Joyfully.
Bye for now, boy. Every blasted time.
You now know that even if you are able to surpass me, you shall ultimately perish soon enough. And yet you still persist. Utterly senseless.
I found her, Father, and I'm going to find Mother again. And again and again until I have some answers finally. She'd like some answers too, beginning with, why did you never tell her that I lived? You let her go and left her to her grief.
Silence, boy. Save all your ignorant and baseless accusations. You seem incapable of heeding my request that you not blather on about a matter you shall never understand. Then I shall save my breath for this fight.
I know where you are.
Demeter had best stay out of my affairs.
I don't think so.
You're going back. You dare attempt to vanquish youth provides you with a certain mindless strength, but such power has its limits. That does it.
How am I going to beat him?
That's funny. Nothing on my list at all this time, except I could have sworn I saw you walk right out of the pool back there. I'll have to have this thing looked at.
I guess so.
Your Highness, over here. As you may know, lad, I've a connection to the weapons that you use, having once wielded one of them myself. Of course, not knowing its significance back then, but I digress. Sometimes it keeps in touch, and I've a vision from it to impart.
Oh, do you mean a vision from Varatha, the Eternal Spear? That's out of the ordinary, and also a bit concerning. So what did you see?
Well, I saw a great, bearded warrior, bigger than me, pitch black hair, bearing an aspect of Varatha unlike any with which I'm familiar. Then he was gone, but what still lingered were these words. I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix.
I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix. I don't understand. What's that?
There's one more thing. This was not my first such vision. Long ago, I saw one of Varatha's other bearers. It was you. Your infernal arms. They must be weapons of the Fates' design. They know already who shall brandish them. Now they ask a favor. Seek Varatha. Speak the words. Go.
I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix. Father. I found her, boy. My mother. Persephone, you remember her, don't you? She was pleased to hear about you. But I couldn't stay for long, and I have to find her again. So, guess I'll see you at the temple then.
The ghoulish features of the much reviled Hound of Hell all soften instantly upon the mention of a certain name. Briefly then, the monster is at peace.
Mother, is there something I can do to help with all of this? I spend too much time away from the house. Please, let me know.
You are already doing what you can to help, my son. Continue doing so. Matters are at stake here concerning you and all of us. Your support and choices in this shape the outcome that shall come to pass.
I understand, and I will do my best. Thank you for taking care of everything. I have every faith in you, Mother, and in this house. Farewell.
Farewell.
Zagreus, I heard Lord Hades served you with a pact of punishment. You must be very proud.
What, you mean the gigantic infernal contract reserved only for extraordinary circumstances? Yeah, I suppose I'm pleased that Father's gone to all that trouble just for me.
Well, when you're finished being smug about it, know that all of us are bound by its terms. You can force a lot of things to change if you're not careful.
A lot of things, such as how you refuse to reason with your positively charming sisters, Meg.
The extreme measures condition. You wouldn't dare. Do you have any idea what you're talking about?
Anything for you, Meg. Fair trade. Need more of those, so here. Chthonic keys. No sign of Dusa. Here's what I caught. Use them wisely, my friend. Hey, Meg. I thought I'd better hand this over.
I'll confiscate that if you really want. Although I'm warning you,
Hey, I'm just handing over contraband to the appropriate authorities. Think nothing of it, Meg. Just doing our jobs, right? No time to rest.
Why, this is absolutely splendid, Zagreus. Is this really for me? It's so very kind of you to think of me like this.
I want you to have it, Orpheus. You've brightened up our lives down here more than you know. I only wish that you could see that.
For me? I can't accept something like this, lad. You know that.
Come on, Achilles, live a little, such as you're able. I won't tell if you won't tell. Could maybe use some rest. I'm wide awake.
The heavy sleeping underworld prince arises, with the feeling that the brief nap he intended as a respite from the rigors of the day or night apparently was none too brief at all.
I'm late for work. Father's going to kill me.
Responsibility-rejecting Zagreus strides down his father's hall, quite unconcerned about the urgency with which he is expected to behave under a set of circumstances such as this.
Going as fast as I can. You hurry up.
The door to the administrative chamber beckons just beyond the hall. The prince perchance believes that he may enter quietly, without drawing the notice of those laboring within.
You better not give me away, old man.
I suggest you hurry in there, lad. Talk later. Let's not keep your father waiting.
Sorry.
You're late, boy. Again?
The day or night's duties are sheer simplicity itself. At least at first, as when the prince simply signs in to signal the commencement of his shift.
Oh, gods.
Get on with your responsibility.
Security reports concerning failed escape attempts from Tartarus require timely verification and official response. Neither of which Prince Zagreus is fit to give.
That is not correct.